Welcome back. Round number 4, the fourth and final round to see if we can go 4-0. I'd like to play first. Snap keep. Actually, this hand isn't really that great, but yeah, we're not going to mulligan. It's just mono twos. So I'm probably going to go like Sculler into double rat. Just seems like a smarter line. A lot of it will depend on what our opponent is playing too. If our opponent is playing like pod, I might just go rat into rat or something like that. Let's see what mountain. Okay. Well, Sculler it is. And I will fetch a swamp. Mountain. Man, this is just probably mono red burn. Well, I told you burn wasn't a great matchup, but at least Sculler, the beauty of Sculler is Sculler forces them to kill the Sculler. So, you know, it's just like the perfect card in that regard. So let's see what all right, well, Searing Blaze is the card that gets hit. So, he has 3 mountains, 2 bolts, 1 flames, and we're taking the Searing Blaze, so he can't get an easy 2 for 1. And then if he wants to bolt our Sculler to get Searing Blaze back, then that's just fine. But really, realistically, his hand isn't that great. We actually have a shot at winning this game. I mean, he has us at, I guess, 9 life between the cards in his hand. Maybe 6 life if he gets back the Searing Blaze. So, another pack rat. Alright, well, let's crash in. We do have an insane amount of damage here, potential. Alright, well, Sculler gets in. And Sculler number 2 comes to the party. So here I take his other bolt, or if he bolts my Sculler, I take the Searing Blaze again. Kind of puts him in a bind here. Alright, he has 2 flames. So he has 2 mountains, 2 flames. That's it. Yeah, so I'm gonna take the bolt here so he can't kill either of my Scullers. Oh no, I forgot to play Mutavault. Oh wow, I accidentally clicked too soon. That will punish me. If I lose the game as a result, I'll be very unhappy. All right. Well, and there's Burmez. So I don't think it ended up mattering. If we had drawn a land this turn, it would have mattered. And pack rat. We're probably getting flames did. We're at 12. We're effectively at 8 life. So those are the 2 mountains we knew. Spark Elemental, Trample Haste. Let's go ahead and path it. Doesn't matter how many lands he has, we're not getting value out of that path probably later anyway. Eidolon. Okay. Sure. Yeah, okay, so we know the last card in his hand is just another Flames of the Blood hand. I don't want to trade with either of these. And I don't want to, I would like to just cast these pack rats, but that's too much damage with this guy in play. So I'm content to just attack with pack rat here. discard Brimaz. Now, I can hit him for 3, or I can just hit him for... So, if I hit him for 3, is it 11? And then next turn I'm attacking for 2, 4. This would be 2, 4, 8, 12. I don't think it matters. I'm just going to hit him for 2 so that I can activate Mutavault defensively with Pack Rat to block his Eidolon if he attacks and not lose either of these guys. Or my Rat. So, alright, he does attack. And I'm going to block. I think he just wanted to get Eidolon out of play so he could cast spells. Spike me. And he can flames me down to... I think he's just dead though. Especially to this. Now, animate Mutavaults. I know the last card in his hand is Flames the Blood Hand, so we're not dead. Okay, perfect. Alright, that game went extremely well. As well as we could have hoped. So burn, burn. And burn is a rough one, so we have... Alright, so I don't want Bobs against burn. I want Sin Collector. Super heavy on 3s. Like, I want all the removal and all the discard in the Sorin. Bob is just such a liability, he can just ignore Bob and kill me. So I guess 2 relics. He might have, like, Grim Lavamancers and things. It's not fantastic, but... I mean, I'm not really set up to beat Burn. I could potentially bring in Linvala. But it's just super slow, like... Yeah, we'll try this. Just hopefully we draw the better parts of our deck. Inquisitions, into Sin Collectors, Tide Hollow Sculler. Sculler was eating that game. Sculler is actually very good against decks like Burn. Even in Standard, when I played the Constellation deck, Brain Maggot was insane against Burn. Alright, well we have a Sculler. This hand's okay. Goblin Guide. Okay, well hopefully we get a land off this guide. Okay. Sin Collector's a good one, but... Another guide. Another guide! Oh my guidness. Okay. Alright, well... Let's take these triggers one at a time. Lingering Souls, well, we have to fetch in response to that. And I think I just have to get a Plains here, because I just can't afford to just do damage to myself. So, Marsh Flat's perfect. Relic, don't care. Take the Lightning Bolt, and he has 2 Rift Bolts. Oh god. Oh, bad news for me. I think his best play is to Rift Bolt my Sculler. Oh, he drew a Lightning Bolt. And he can suspend both Rift Bolts. Am I just dead? So he has a bolt back. He has a lightning bolt in his hand. Yeah, I'm just actual dead. So I go to 8 here. I go to 2, and then I can only block 1. So I'm just gonna go ahead and concede. Show him less of my deck. Right. Well, that happens. Triple Goblin Guided. There's not a whole lot that can be done about that, but I don't think I want to change anything in my deck. Like, it may be tempting to bring in Wrath of God, but it's just not good against them. And yeah, well, maybe Linval is better than Relic. Yeah, I'll try Linval over Relic. We'll try that. Alright, well, we get to be on the play for this game, which is key. And we will hopefully not get super Goblin Guided again. Well, we have Sorin. This hand's not great. But we have to keep it, I think. We also have a Mutavault, which can trade with like Goblin Guides and things. Disgusting. Alright, so 3 mountains. So I wish I'd kept the relics because he has Hellspark Elemental. Alright, well, we'll just take the Goblin Guide. That'll save us a significant amount of damage in the long run. Suspended Rift Bolt, so we knew we had that. No! That would have been the relic! Oh my goodness. I'm so bad at this game. Alright, well here we'll just take Flames. We're just gonna get Hellsparked. At least he drew another land, so play Mutavault. Alright, so we're already at 12. Yeah, this is gonna be a very uphill game. Soren's gonna have to do a lot of work. 'Cause here comes Hellspark. So we're at 9. And so do I block is the question, or do I try to get Soren online earlier? I think I have to get Soren online earlier and just hope he doesn't have 2 3 damage spells. We know he has 1 more mountain in his hand, so he has 2 cards we don't know. This is super tough here. Blocking with Mutavault buys us to another burn spell, but means Soren gets online a turn slower. I'm gonna take it and hope. I just gotta hope he doesn't have double 1 mana burn spell or double 2 damage spells. All right, well there's 1, so that's already just probably means game over. Man, where were you before? All right, don't kill me. It's very unlikely we survive this turn. Mountain. Yeah, I don't know. That took him a long time. Okay. Yeah. Freaking burn. I mean, I'm not prepared at all for burn with this deck. It's a popular deck on Magic Online because it's very cheap, but it is not very popular in real life because, frankly, the deck's not very good, in my opinion. Like, like it'll beat up on decks like this, but I mean my record against it with a deck like Pod is just infinite no, and also decks like Splinter Twin and a lot of the real popular decks are just very good against burn. So um, I'm not worried, even though my deck can't beat it very easily. It's not something I'm worried about because I don't anticipate actually playing against burn at a big tournament with a deck like this. So it is what it is, but that's just part of playing on Magic Online. Like I've played this deck like a million times in the last few days, just because it's a cheap deck to build. But I just don't expect that in the real life metagame. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Like I wouldn't start adding like kitchen finks or all kinds of life gain stuff to the sideboard to combat a deck like this because you're probably not going to play against it. Maybe your local metagame has like burn players, but at like a PTQ level or a Grand Prix or anything, I probably wouldn't expect to play against it. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Unfortunately, we did not go 4-0, but it is what it is, and hopefully you enjoyed this, including the bonus round against Jerry. And let me know in the comments if there's anything you would like me to do better or worse. I like to dramatize things a little bit when my opponents draw spells, like, no, why did you draw that, etc. If that annoys you or whatever, you want me to keep doing that, that's fine. I'm not actually like that pissed off or mad or anything. That's just my natural reactions, like no, and then I like to emphasize it. So, but if things like that are not what you want to see, then let me know, and that's fine too. But thank you for watching, and I will see you another time.